up, everybody? What up, everybody? Let's talk about it. It's April Dawn. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. Everybody, it's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is Fargo Season 4, Episode 11. Alright, this was the season finale, and I didn't take a whole lot of notes because, to be honest with you, the show kind of played out like I thought it would play out. There wasn't really a whole lot of surprises. As far as Lloyd's death, spoiler alert, okay? I'm just the type of person, like, you get it how you live, baby. You out there living by the sword, you gonna die by the sword. And we had kind of forgot that Zelmira was out there in the wind because they haven't really talked about the shooting that happened at the train station in the subsequent episodes. So, I had forgot she was out there, but I know a lot of us had forgot that Zelmira was in the wind. So I knew she was gonna come back and kill somebody, child. And everything else sort of played out the way that I thought it would be. There was no big surprises at the end of this story. So I didn't take a whole lot of notes, so this is more of a review than a recap, but we will talk about some things that happened during this episode. So I don't want to waste any time, so let's get right into it. This episode, Orietta and Josto died together, which I thought was fitting for both of them. So what happens is at the beginning of the episode, we see a montage of everybody who's died over this entire season. Dr. Senator Milligan, this person, that person, Gaetano, Calamita, everybody that's died this whole season. It's been a whole lot of people. And we also see Orietta getting bailed out of jail. And then we see Josto. Josto is drinking. He's very depressed. You know, his mother has died. His father died at the beginning of the season. Now his brother has died. So a lot of people in his family have passed away, and he's going through. And he's so upset about it, he goes to get the doctor from the hospital, which we see the doctor in the hospital talking about.
We had our very own murderess right here in the building. I have to admit that she did fool me. She had me hoodwinked and bamboozled.
I have seen the light, and she's going to go to jail.
You're going to jail.
So he walked into his car, and Josto knocked him upside the head and put him in the car with the alderman, which is the girl's father that he was going to marry. He take them out somewhere, and we see he done shot them up with the Tommy gun, and he has set the car on fire. When he gets back to his place, he is pleased to hear that Lloyd Cannon has got, and he wants to go celebrate. As he goes down to celebrate, he is confronted by Ebal and the whole entire crew. Little does he know, Ebal and Lloyd have met together at that same park he used to meet with his dad at. Lloyd gives him the ring that Ethelrita gave him. So they have put 2 and 3 together and come up with 5. And they have figured out Josto set it up for his father to get killed, and Josto killed Gaetano. Now, when I thought about this, I remembered that Josto was just meeting Orietta. He did not know that she was a serial killer, y'all. So he really could have meant he's in a lot of pain, take care of him. As in, he's in a lot of pain, please take care of him. And she took that as, I want you to kill my daddy, which is what she did because she's a serial killer. So did he know that she was going to kill the dad? I don't know if he knew that. It's interesting. And Gaetano, we know that he didn't do that. Gaetano slipped. The gun shot him in the head or shot himself in the head, and he died. But it's interesting that of all the people that Josto has ordered to get killed or gotten killed because of him or by him, he's going to die for 2 things that he really didn't actually do, which is weird. So they got her out of jail, and even though Orietta is a serial killer, she's still a person who apparently likes to tell the truth. So she has told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And Josto is standing up there looking crazy as hell, okay? So they like, you have been accused for crimes against the family. You killed your father because you wanted to wear the crown, and you killed your brother because you didn't want to share the crown. And he's like, no, she was just a skirt. She was just somebody who I was dealing with a couple of times. Like, I don't know that hoe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know her like that. And she was like,
yeah, you do know me like that. You remember when you had came to my house all them times, baby, and we was laying in the bed?
And he was like, she like it rough. And she was like, no, you like it rough. Like, boy, cut the okay? They about to go on a long walk, and they're going to be pushing up daisies. You understand what I'm saying? They get into the vehicle, and they go on the drive. Now, when they are driving down the road, he says something to her, and she says, well, I told the truth. I didn't lie, because they said that she kills all her patients, and they was talking about the doctor, and she was like, it's to my credit, he didn't die, bitch. He alive. Did he die, though? He's still alive. At this point, he had already been killed, so she didn't even know he was actually dead. So when they were in the car, Josto said something to her smart, and she was like, you ain't gotta be so mean. And he said something, I ain't know you was a crazy old hag. And she started to hit him and hit him and hit him. They was fighting like kids in the back seat, so much so to where the person in the front seat dude was like, y'all need to stop all that noise before I shoot you. Stop that shit. Get out to the place where they're gonna be killed at, and we can see that Josto is trying to work his magic in his mouthpiece. He's trying to get dude not to shoot him, saying, it hasn't there been enough killing, the things that they make us do, okay? Hasn't there been enough death? And the dude laughs and like,
the hell you talking about? Like, that's our whole purpose is to kill niggas. Like, what did you talk about?
He says, goes on and he's like talking again. So Josto continues to talk and the dude is like, yeah, nah, I'm about to shoot you. Like, I don't know what you talking about, but it's about to be over for you, bro. And so he asked if they had any last requests, and Orietta says that she wants him to shoot Josto first so that she can watch. And we see him, it's like 1 second. Josto's like, what the hell? Bop! And they shot him and it was over with. But you can see that Orietta is legit turned on. She legit like to see people die, y'all. So much to the point where it's time for her to get shot. She turns into the window and looks, and if you look into the window, you can see the outline of Roach, the ghost that was haunting her, or the ghost that came up behind her when she was trying to kill Ethelrita. And I thought that she looked at herself because she literally wanted to watch her own self die, because gets her off. This is what she likes. Like, she likes to watch people expire. Okay, so even when it's her own self, it still turned her on to the maximum to watch her own self get killed. So she gets shot and they down in the hole together, baby, for eternity. They go to bury him and that's it. So we see that Ethelrita has gotten the house back because, she told him he was going to win the war. She gave him the ring. The ring did what it needed to do. And so we see Lemuel is packing up all the things and taking it out the house. And as they're walking out of the house, they're telling their goodbyes. And he says impressive. And her parents was like, yeah, she is impressive because the girl is amazing. Ethelrita need her own damn show. I want to see Ethelrita go to college. I want to see Ethelrita like navigate, being in college in the racist ass 50s. Like, I want to see all of that. I want to see Ethelrita continue on. When Lloyd and Ebal met, they agreed that they had a deal, whatever deal that they was going to have, probably the deal that was in place before Josto took control, right? So while this whole thing is going on, Lloyd is at his place. Now, if you remember, Lloyd and Ebal met each other. They talked about everything that's happened. So he knows that Leon and Happy have double-crossed him. And he already knew that because Opal told him that on the last episode. But he finds out that Leon is going to kill him. So we see this whole montage with Leon coming into the building. He has a silencer and a gun, and he walks up behind Lloyd as Lloyd is looking out the window. And he's about to shoot him, and Opal comes up. He chokes his ass up. And y'all know it takes like 2 minutes to choke somebody out to death. I'm mad I even know that. But it takes like 2 whole minutes, which is a long time, okay, when you're choking somebody. And I want to say they made us wait at least 1 whole minute while he choked him. And eventually he dies. Now, during this time, Lloyd does not break his stare through the window. Okay, so now we know officially the war is over. Also, at the same time, we see Happy and we see his crew hanging out at the diner that they all eat at all the time. And we see that Lloyd's men bust up in the mother and start shooting everybody. Okay, they kill everybody. They kill Happy, know it's over with. It's a wrap, dun, 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 for them. So the war is over now. Lloyd goes home, and when he goes home to his house, because him and his wife and kids were at a safe house. So when they get home, they see that the door is open. Now, remember that Zelmare is in the wind. I don't know if he thought it was Zelmare or whoever he thought it was, but he pulled out his gun and he goes into the house. And as we can see, clothing items on the floor. Once you see the red hat, you know that it's Satchel that's at the house. And so he goes upstairs. And apparently Satchel done walked all the way home from Oz, bitch. He couldn't click his heels together 3 times because he had on a red hat and not no red shoes, baby. So him and Toto had walked all the way from East Illinois or whatever they came from back to his daddy house, and he is in the bed because he is tired, okay? So he in the bed laying down, just staring out, kind of looking crazy, but it was a warm reception from him. And when Buell came in the door and she dropped her stuff and found out her baby was a live child, I was so happy for that lady, I didn't know what to do. So they have a beautiful family reunion, they hug, and everybody's happy, everybody's joyful, and it's a wonderful situation. Now, the only thing that Lloyd has left to do is to go and meet with Ebal to solidify the deal. So he goes to meet with him. They sit down, they talk. He says, hey, we good, right? This is the deal. We're ready to get back to business. It's nothing. Ebal says, sure, but I got to make a few changes to the deal we have. He gives Lloyd a paper, and then we see all these businesses. All these businesses. And then we see Lloyd's page. It had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 businesses. And he says, so you taking 50% of my business. And Ebal tells him, basically what he tells him is, you thought you was going to do better with me in charge than with Josto. But baby, I'm in charge now. Okay. And I know you want to shoot me right now, but you don't see the man behind me and the man behind him and the man behind him and the man behind him. Forever, you're going to have to deal with somebody. So if you shoot me, it's just going to be another person coming down from New York, because we about to start a national outfit. You national, right?
Oh, my bad. You ain't national. You just local. One man in one city.
Big fish in a small pond, but I am the sea. So you gonna deal with it, or we gonna shoot you and we'll find somebody else who will. Good day. So I can't gonna lie, as a black person, I was just like, we done went through all this shit, and here we are back at square one. It kind of upset me a little bit, as it did Lloyd. He went through all of this stuff. As we know, 27 of his men have passed away. And all of that was for nothing. Opal was also in the room, and I feel like Opal was us. Opal was looking like, damn, my nigga, they straight son your ass. And it's nothing that he can do about it. It's nothing that he can do about it. So Lloyd is defeated. He goes home, and he tells Opal not even to stand outside and look or anything. He tells him to go home. The war is over. He walks up to his door. He has some groceries. And Lloyd strikes me as when he was looking at the window, when he was looking in the window at his family, what it really gave me was he felt like, okay, I might have lost X, Y, and Z, but I still got my family. I'm not broke, you know what I'm saying? And I'll still be able to live, because 5 businesses is a lot more than most black people would have in the 50s. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't like he was going to be hurting for money. But he wouldn't be able to have this big outfit. He wouldn't be able to, take over the city again. He won't be able to do that ever again. So he was considerably defeated, but he was staring at his window, kind of like understanding what the next move was going to be. And then out of nowhere, when he was standing in that window and the camera went to his back, I knew that something was going to happen. Out of nowhere, Zelmare walks up and she stabs him in the back. Like I said, I didn't feel no type of way about it, because Lloyd has done a lot of shady stuff to people, I'm sure, that we know about or that we've seen in this season. But obviously he's a gangster, so I'm sure he's done a lot of things. So like I said, I'm from Louisiana, baby. And where we from, we say you get it how you live. Okay, so if she didn't kill him, somebody else was going to kill him eventually. So she stabs him. He turns around. She stabbed him up, stab him. She stabbed that nigga about 10 times, okay? And then we see Satchel. He kind of looks out the window and sees something is wrong, and he opens the door. And instead of doing anything, saying anything, screaming, call, because I feel like if they had called 911 or they had kind of rushed him inside and kind of covered up the wound, even though it was in his gut, you know what I mean? He could have maybe made it for a few more hours. They could have possibly have helped him. But Satchel just goes to the porch. He sees Zelmare staring at him, and she does the quiet sign, and then she walks away. He doesn't say anything. She drops the knife, and she's gone. And he sits down in front of the door with his dad, and his father is kind of like breathing. He can't talk to him, so he's staring at him. and Satchel stares deep into this man's eyes until he dies. So that tells you that Satchel is not the same little innocent boy that he was before he went on this long journey with Milligan, before he seen all this death, and before he got traded to this other family, right? Oh, I did want to mention that Zero did get returned to his family. So we were shown this episode that Lloyd was not a totally bad person. He's a man of his word. He didn't do nothing to that boy. And Zero had a good time at the black people's house. You can't tell me no different, okay? But we did get to see Zero drive off in the car. When he met with Ebal, he got to go back to his family because eventually he probably gonna be the boss. Well, we'll find out, because Ebal said he tired of his family business shit. Like, ain't nobody got time. Y'all be doing all this family drama. Ain't nobody got time. You messing up the business. So then we see Satchel. He is staring out the window. Adult Satchel, which is Bokeem Woodbine. I think that's his name. And he plays Mike Milligan in season 2 or 3 of Fargo. I haven't watched it yet. But this is kind of like his origin story. We see him getting driven down the street by somebody. And we see that's that same Illinois road that he was walking down, because he imagines himself or remembers walking down the road with the dog, and then with Toto, and he continues to like just reminisce on what time was. And then we leave out of the story with Zelmira kind of wrapping up her history report, like she started her history report at the beginning of the season, and she's telling us, basically saying history is memories. It's how you remember things, it's what you wrote down, and we have to think about who is writing our story down, who is telling us what happened, what gets lost, what is remembered, and so forth and so on. So I just want to say that was how the episode ended. So I just want to say that I did enjoy this season very much from the beginning to the end. I had a good time watching the show. But like I said, the season finale, I thought it was a good season finale. I enjoyed it very much. But like I said, it was nothing that was new or exciting or crazy that happened. Everything was pretty predictable, and it was pretty like following along with this same storyline. I thought Chris Rock did a good job. It wasn't a great job, but I thought he did a good job acting this season. I really loved Ethelrita's character, Orietta's character, Josto's character. I even liked Gaetano to a certain extent. He got on my nerves at first, but after he made the turn, I was like, okay, I could get with Gaetano, and we find out his personal story. I really appreciated that. I hated Calamita, so that tell you the actor did a great job. Dr. Senator was one of my favorite characters. And yeah, I really enjoyed this season. I haven't, like I said, I can't make it through the other seasons of Fargo. Y'all, I done fell asleep on Fargo season 1 like 5 times. I just gave up, okay? Like, so I'm not gonna lie. I might just skip to the Mike Milligan season and see what's going on with that and how those stories connect. Because now I want to know more about this character, and I bet the people who have watched season 2 want to go back or you'll learn why he is the way he is, or why he does things the way he does. So I thought that was a cool full circle moment for the show. So I want to hear what you guys thought about this episode. I'm going to be getting back to Power Book 2 this Saturday. I saw somebody suggested that I watch Big Sky on ABC, so I watched the trailer, and I was like, okay, I'm into this. This might be a cute situation. Okay, Ryan Felipe stay on the show on ABC, child. ABC is gonna hire Ryan Felipe, period. And I did see some of my people in my comments, and some of y'all tried to watch Industry, and you couldn't make it. I saw one person say the last 5 episodes was good. So maybe the last 5 episodes I need to try again. I'm gonna try one more time, y'all. But that music, I don't know what Lena Dunham, I don't know what she was thinking. I could do the music at the beginning and the end. The theme song and the ending song. I can do that. But girl, you got that all through the damn show. All through the show. Okay? And I really need to get into this black girl character, because we know the controversy that Lena Dunham has had with girls and writing black characters. So I want to know if she's actually like a black person, or is she just a person that they made black so that nobody wouldn't say she ain't got black people on the show. Okay, girl? So I'm going to watch it again just for that person, because the little bit that I saw, I didn't really care for Harper's character that much. Or none of them hoes, to be honest with you. Like, everybody's vapid and selfish as hell on this show. So I'm just like, I don't know if Industry going to be the one for me. I'm going to give it one more again. I'm going to give it one more try. I promise y'all I will. So if you have any more suggestions, please put them in the comments. I did see the Queen's Gambit. I'm going to watch that and we'll do a review. I don't know. Do y'all want a review for every episode or do you just want a review for the whole thing? And I also saw Spell in the comments too. And I haven't watched Spell because I was trying to wait till they reduce that shit because I was not going to pay no $10 to see Omari Hardwick. I'm sorry. I just wasn't going to do that. Okay? I'm not saying I ain't going to review it. I'm just saying ain't nobody paying all that money to see him. I need it to be $2.99. That's what I need. I need it to be $2.99 and then I will purchase it and watch it. But no, baby, that's not about to happen. So, yeah, y'all, the TV pickings is getting real slim, okay, around these parts. So let me know if you got anything suggesting for me to watch. All right, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will holler at you on the next video.